This is News Hour on Ifako Radio. Good morning, I'm Olanireti, Ololade. The major headlines. Coup controversy. Military tracks 45 billion naira in NDDC. Tinubu revokes pardon for Sanda, 140 high-profile inmates. NDLEA files for future case against Pretty Mike's club over drug party. Pastor rearranged for touching minor's breast. Sports. Maresca slams Delap's foolish red card in Chelsea EFL Cup win. Eagles to open World Cup playoffs stamp, November 9. Entertainment. Warri Pikin warns against inquiries over pregnancy due date. News in detail. Coup controversy. Military tracks 45 billion naira in NDDC. Military investigation into the alleged coup plot has reportedly uncovered a trail of 45 billion naira, dispersed from the bank accounts of the Niger Delta Development Commission to some politically exposed persons and soldiers detained in connection with the rumored conspiracy to topple President Bola Tinubu's administration. Earlier this month, Sahara reporters reported that 16 Nigerian army officers were detained for allegedly planning a coup d'etat to overthrow President Bola Tinubu. The online newspapers had linked the alleged coup to the cancellation of Nigeria's 65th Independence Day by the federal government. However, the military, in a statement by the Director of Defense Information, Brigadier General Tuku Gusau, denied the reports linking the detention of the 16 military officers to a failed coup. Tinubu revokes pardon for Sanda, 140 high-profile inmates. President Bola Tinubu has withdrawn the pardon earlier granted to 175 convicts, including drug traffickers, kidnappers, and fraudsters, following public outrage that trailed the initial clemency list released on October 11. This came as the President ordered a review of the pardon granted at National Council of the State meeting on November 9, 2025. A statement issued Wednesday by the President's Special Advisor on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, said, consequently, certain persons convicted of serious crimes such as kidnapping, drug-related offences, human trafficking, fraud, unlawful possession of firearms, arm dealing, etc., were deleted from the list. Others who had been hitherto pardoned in the old list had their sentences commuted. According to the Presidency, the decision followed consultations with the Council of State and Public Feedback undertaken in furtherance of the President's discretionary powers under Section 175, Subsection 1 and Subsection 2 of the 1999 Constitution as amended. This action became necessary in view of the seriousness and security implications of some of the offences, the need to be sensitive to the feelings of the victims of the crimes and society in general, the need to boost the morale of law enforcement agencies and adherence to bilateral obligations, the statement continued. NDLEA files for future case against Pretty Mike's club over drug party. The chairman, chief executive of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, Obamarwa, retired, has disclosed that the agency had filed a forfeiture suit against the Lagos nightclub owned by socialite Mike Unwogu, popularly known as Pretty Mike. The agency had on Sunday raided a drug party held at Proxy nightclub located at 7 Akiade Street, Victoria Island, Lagos, where operatives arrested over 100 attendees, including the club manager and owner, Joachim Mailarin. The NDLEA said the operation followed intelligence that the organizers had circulated flyers inviting people to what was described as a drug party. In an update issued on Tuesday, the agency's Director of Media and Advocacy, Femi Babafemi, said undercover operatives infiltrated the club, made pre-purchases of illicit drugs, and monitored activities for about 4 hours before storming the premises between 11 p.m. on Saturday and 3 a.m. on Sunday. Babafemi said the operatives recovered 384.886 kilograms of Canadian loud, a potent strain of cannabis, and other illicit substances from the club's storage area. Pastor rearranged for touching minor's breasts. A pastor who is also a legal practitioner, aka Basharu Olawale Akoni, was on Wednesday rearranged before Justice Akeem Oshodi, the Lagos State High Court sitting in Ikeja, for alleged indecent treatment of a 14-year-old girl. The Lagos State government rearranged Akoni on a one-count charge bordering on the indecent treatment of a child. The charge alleged that the defendant, who also serves as a pastor with the Redeemed Christian Church of God, indecently assaulted the minor at the Iwaya area of Lagos by fondling her breast. The prosecution counsel, Fumulola Aluko, told the court that the defendant had unlawfully fondled the breast of the minor. According to her, the offence committed contravened Section 135 of the Criminal Law of Lagos State 2015. The defendant, however, pleaded not guilty to the charge. Following his plea, defense counsel Morenikeji Oyekunle prayed the court to allow her client to continue on the bail earlier granted by a magistrate's court, arguing that he had complied with all conditions and was not a flight risk, being a lawyer and clergyman. Court orders forfeiture of $49,700 found in INEC ex Rex home. The Federal High Court in Abuja on Wednesday ordered the permanent forfeiture of $49,700 allegedly recovered from Dr. Nura Ali, a former resident electoral commissioner of the Independent National Electoral Commission in Sokoto State during the 2023 general elections. Justice Emeka Nwite gave the order after counsel for the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission, Osuobeni Akponi-Siminga, moved a motion seeking the final forfeiture of the money. Akponi-Siminga informed the court that the ICPC had complied with its earlier order directing temporary forfeiture of the funds and that a public notice had been issued inviting any interested parties to show cause why the money should not be permanently forfeited to the federal government. He noted, however, that no objections or representations had been received since the publication. Service chiefs pledge improved security, local arms production, technology use. A new era of leadership of the armed forces commenced yesterday with the confirmation of the appointments made on Friday by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The Senate, after a 2-hour closed-door session, during which the service chiefs were screened by the Committee of the Whole, chaired by Senate President Godswill Akpabio, announced the confirmation. Confirmed that Lieutenant General Olufemi Oluyede as Chief of Defence Staff, Major General Waidi Shaibu as Chief of Army Staff, Rear Admiral Ide Abbas as Chief of Naval Staff, and Air Vice Marshal Kennedy Aneke as Chief of Air Staff. The new military top brass expected to assume office today after being decorated with their new ranks by President Tinubu and get the Commander-in-Chief's charge, which will include a mandate to end insurgency and general insecurity. Sports. Maresca slams Delap's foolish red card in Chelsea EFL Cup win. Chelsea manager Enzo Maresca labelled Liam Delap's red cap as very stupid after the striker's late dismissal overshadowed the Blues' dramatic 4-3 Carabao Cup victory over Wolves. Delap, making his return from a 10-week hamstring layoff, was sent off just 26 minutes after coming on as a second-half substitute. According to BBC Sports on Thursday, the 22-year-old picked up 2 yellow cards in quick succession, first for pushing Yerson Mosquera, then for banging into Emmanuel Agbado, and will now miss Saturday's London derby against Tottenham, with Joao Pedro already a fitness doubt. When asked whether Delap deserved to be sent off, Maresca said, "Absolutely, yes. Stupid foul, we can avoid that." The dismissal came as part of a wider Chelsea collapse. They built a 3-0 lead at the interval, but after the break, Wolves scored 3 times, with Jamie Gittin's sensational late strike, enough to scrape the Blues into the quarter-finals to face Cardiff City. Eagles to open World Cup playoffs camp November 9. The Super Eagles camp for the 2026 World Cup Africa playoffs in Morocco will open on Sunday, November 10 in Rabat, the Nigeria Football Federation has confirmed. Nigeria, Gabon, DR Congo and Cameroon will vie for the sole tickets in Africa on November 13 and 16, and the winner will qualify for the Intercontinental Playoffs in Mexico by March 2026. The Super Eagles have been drawn against Gabon in the playoffs. The winner of the tie will face the winner of the other playoff semi-final between Cameroon and DR Congo in the final. According to the Confederation of African Football, the 2 semi-finals will be played on Thursday, November 13th, while the final will be played at the Prince Maulu El Azan Sports Complex on Sunday, November 16th. Entertainment. Warri Pikin warns against inquiries over pregnancy due dates. Popular comedian Anita Asuoha, popularly known as Warri Pikin, has warned individuals constantly inquiring about her delivery due dates. Warri Pikin shared a light-hearted video clip of herself on Instagram, playfully slapping her daughter after the young one asked about her mother's expected delivery date. In the post, Warri Pikin cautioned those persistently asking her about her pregnancy timeline, stating, "When people can't stop asking you, when are you giving birth? Dis na general warning to all of una. When they always ask me, real Warri Pikin, when you dey born now, you go collect wetin no good." Recap of the major headlines. Coup controversy. Military tracks 45 billion naira in NDDC. Tinubu revokes pardon for Sanda, 140 high-profile inmates. NDLEA files forfeiture case against Pretty Mike's Club over drug party. Pastor rearranged for touching minor's breast. Sports. Maresca slams Delap's foolish red card in Chelsea EFL Cup win. Eagles to open World Cup playoff scam, November 9. Entertainment. Warri Pikin warns against inquiries over pregnancy due dates. Follow us on all our social media handles: Facebook at Ifako Radio, YouTube at Ifako Radio, WhatsApp at Ifako Radio, X at Ifako Radio, Instagram at Ifako_radio. For news reporting, contact us at ifakoradio@gmail.com or call or WhatsApp 091 22 22 7433. Special thanks to the news producer Olanireti. Thanks for watching. I'm Olanireti Ololade. Have a wonderful day. God bless Ifako Jai.
Looking for reliable brand for import and export, logistics and cargo services, ticket booking, or general merchandising? At Divine and Grace Enterprises, they specialize in seamless global trade, efficient cargo handling, top-notch travel support, and trusted merchant services. Whether it's getting your goods across borders, booking a flight, or managing cargo with precision, they deliver with speed, reliability, and care. You can visit them at Nako Export Warehouse, International Airport, Ikeja, Lagos State. You can contact them on 0803-406-1483, 0817-287-4375, or email it divineandgraceenterprises@gmail.com. Divine and Grace Enterprise, your reliable brand for logistics and merchandise.